Welcome back to Football Daily for another edition of Transfer Talk. With contracts running out and the transfer window fast approaching, there is a whole host of stories and gossip worth paying attention to. As always, don't forget to tweet me at Doogie Critchley or the Football Daily account if you hear anything yourself. Let's go. We start in North London, where it's no secret that Spurs are in real need of a direct replacement for Harry Kane, having failed to fill the gap left by Fernando Llorente's departure last summer. However, if rumours are to be believed, then their plans to address this issue could cause quite a stir in North London. Corriere dello Sport in Italy are reporting that Jose Mourinho has set his sights on Napoli's forward Arkadiusz Milik, and is even prepared to chuck in Lucas Moura in order to facilitate a move. The financial implications of the coronavirus pandemic means it could be yet another quiet transfer window for the Lily-Whites, with player exchanges proving an ideal way to drive costs down. But whether Spurs would be happy to see Moura leave is another conversation entirely. The Brazilian is a popular figure in North London and has been excellent value for money since joining from PSG for £25 million back in January 2018. The 27-year-old has scored 23 times in 99 appearances, and famously propelled Spurs to the Champions League final thanks to his match-winning hat-trick away at Ajax. Milik, meanwhile, has enjoyed another solid campaign, netting 10 times in 18 Serie A appearances at the time of writing, and even claiming the Coppa Italia for the partner pay. Standing at 6'1", the Pole is a classic centre-forward, and aged 26 is entering the prime of his career. Napoli reportedly value him at around £50 million, though with just 1 year of his contract to run and Lucas Moura potentially on offer, then it's not unforeseeable that a part exchange could be agreed. But Spurs fans, what do you think? Is Milik the answer to your striking issues, or is letting go of Lucas Moura a bigger mistake? Let us know down below. Arsenal are showing signs they are preparing for life without Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, after it emerged they had turned their attention to Wolfsburg forward Wout Weghorst. The Dutchman has enjoyed another excellent campaign for De Wolf, netting 16 times in the Bundesliga, with 4 more strikes coming in cup competitions. It marks the 4th consecutive season he has reached 15 plus goals in the league, having excelled back in the Netherlands for AZ Alkmaar, before heading to Germany ahead of the 18-19 campaign. His fine form has inevitably gained him attention, with Bild in Germany claiming that Arsenal are preparing a £32 million bid for his services. This seems surprisingly cheap considering the 27-year-old's consistent return. But with the coronavirus pandemic throwing many teams' finances into disarray, the bid could be enough to entice Wolfsburg to the negotiating table. The Gunners aren't the only English side waiting to pounce, with Bild reporting that Newcastle United are preparing an offer of their own for the Netherlands international. The Magpies have been disappointed with Joe Linton's dismal return, and see Weghorst as the perfect solution to their goal-scoring woes. And should a lucrative takeover happen at the club, they will have the financial means to rival any Arsenal package, with neither side able to offer European football next season as of yet. Both clubs desperately need a new man to lead their line, and standing at 6'5", they don't come much bigger than Weghorst. Before we go any further, just a quick reminder to subscribe to Football Daily and hit that notification bell to never miss one of our transfer talks. Now we bring you the news that Leroy Sane has finally completed his long speculated move to German giants Bayern Munich. This story has been rumbling on for almost a year, but it appears the Bavarians and Man City have finally come to an agreement over the 24-year-old's future. According to sources in both the UK and Germany, Bayern have agreed to pay £44 million up front, with around £11 million in add-ons, bringing the value of the deal to near £55 million. Both clubs should walk away happy with this result. De Rotten have managed to capture one of the most exciting wingers in the game, who Man City valued closer to £120 million just 12 months ago. And the Sky Blues have managed to move on their want-away star, turning a profit close to £17 million and avoiding losing him for free in 2021. Sane is expected to head to Germany today, meaning his time at the Etihad is over, with no intentions of returning for City's final league games or the Champions League conclusion. For some, this is the right decision, while others will rue the fact a man who has netted 52 goals in 192 games for the citizens felt so determined to leave Pep's project. One thing is for sure, Bayern looks set to enter the 2020-21 Bundesliga stronger than ever, so don't expect to see a new name at the top of the German table anytime soon. Leroy Sane's switch to Bayern could have massive implications for our next player, Jack Grealish. All season it has appeared he was destined to join Man United, with the Aston Villa captain even scouting out houses in the northwest of England. However, with extra cash to burn and spaces opening up in their squad, Man City could have something to say about this. The Telegraph reported that Pep Guardiola would turn to the 24-year-old provided Bayern Munich finally meet their asking price for Leroy Sane. Guardiola is a known admirer of Grealish, describing him as one of the best players in the league prior to the League Cup final back in March, and his versatility across midfield could make him a quality addition. Now with Sane moved on and money in the bank, they can press ahead with their plans to snatch Grealish from the clutches of Man United. The race for his signature is now well and truly on, while the citizens' interest could be the trigger needed for the Red Devils to get a deal over the line. The Express reported yesterday that an agreement was close, with a fee expected to rise near the £80 million mark, regardless of whether Villa stay in the Premier League or not. Either way, Grealish has more than earned his shot at the big time, after a season that has seen him score 7 and assist 6, and with an England call-up appearing almost inevitable. Manchester looks certain to be his next destination, it just remains to be seen on which side of the city he will fall. In June, we listed Oscar Rodriguez as one of the 10 La Liga stars your club should buy on our sister channel Eurofootball Daily. And clearly a number of Premier League sides were watching, as sure enough the Real Madrid midfielder is in big demand. Rodriguez has spent the season on loan at Leganés, and has proven to be their beacon of hope in their fight against relegation. The 22-year-old has scored 9 and assisted 2 in La Liga, including 4 goal involvements in his last 5 games at the time of writing. This may not be enough to ultimately save the cucumber growers from the drop, but it could provide him with a ticket to a big English club. Onda Cero in Spain are reporting that Wolverhampton Wanderers are the early leaders for his signature, while Bournemouth and Norwich City are also monitoring his situation. But with the latter two seemingly destined for relegation of their own, Wolves are in prime position with Champions League football potentially on offer next season. Real Madrid are even willing to entertain a fee as little as £9 million, provided a buyback clause is inserted in any deal. That would represent incredible value for one of La Liga's standout performers in 1920. Rodriguez may not get the opportunity at the Bernabeu he craves just yet, but life under Nuno Espirito Santo at Molineux is as good as it gets for any young footballer right now. There will likely be competition from sides back in Spain, but this is a transfer well worth paying attention to. Oscar Rodriguez may not be the only Spanish star heading to the Premier League this summer. Mundo Deportivo are claiming that Jose Mourinho is mulling over a cut-price £15 million move for Lucas Vasquez, which would see him reunite with his former Real Madrid player at Spurs. The 28-year-old wide man has reportedly grown tired of not being a consistent starter under Zinedine Zidane, and with his contract set to expire in the summer of 2021, this may be the perfect time for Los Blancos to consider moving him on. However, the news that should really excite Premier League fans is the story Man United are eyeing up Valencia wonder kid Ferran Torres as a potential alternative to Jadon Sancho. The Red Devils are determined not to pay above the odds for Sancho, with Dortmund demanding a fee north of £100 million for the 20-year-old. Any failure to agree a price will push United towards Torres, who has been attracting a lot of attention back in La Liga. The two-footed winger has been in excellent form in 1920, scoring 6 and assisting 7 in all competitions, and at just 20 years old is far from hitting his peak. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, his agent has been in touch with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, while Torres' relationship with Valencia chairman Peter Lim has reportedly reached an all-time low. Unsurprisingly, Man City and Liverpool are both chasing his signature too, but with the opportunity to play at Old Trafford on offer, and with just 1 year of his contract remaining, United will be in a strong negotiating position. But United fans, is Torres the man you want, or should it be Sancho or no one else? Let us know down below. So guys, that was transfer talk for another week. What did you guys think of the stories? Did we miss any out? And which of those do you see happening? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Football Daily and hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!